From Tobacco Republic in Loomis, California, the Loomis Cigar Cartel presents Beyond the Humidor, a cigar podcast for the rest of us. Hey everybody, welcome back. Scott Robinson with you here on another edition of Beyond the Humidor, as we are all sitting back, kicking back and relaxing with some cigars, going to talk some cigars, have a little bit of fun. Now, I'm going to talk about something in a minute, but I'm going to give Greg crap because this morning...
Again?
Yeah, I know. This morning for breakfast, and I got this from my green...
Y'all trying to get me fired here?
I ain't saying names or nothing. I'm just saying. So, the other day, I bought some Brand X waffles, and instead of hot and crispy on the outside, pillows of happiness on the inside, like a certain other... major brand, I was tormented with cardboard doused in syrup. I was unhappy. So you know what? I'm going to take an extended break tomorrow from my office, AKA my office at home, drive on over with the said box of 3 waffles that are left and complain.
Mm-hmm. I told you they'd take care of you.
I'm gonna ask for you specifically.
Dude, don't you know I'm on vacation?
Ah, crap, that's right. Okay, that's okay. No, but that's okay though, because he's not on vacation next week.
Drive to his house. Click, 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 click. Pardon me, sir.
Oh, no, that's just downright sad. But anyway,
that's what you get for going to the Acme Waffle Company.
Yeah, that's true. It's substandard bacon, substandard waffles. I tried to give you guys a chance.
Eggo, do better.
It wasn't Eggo.
Anyway.
You're worried about getting fired, and you just threw Eggo out there, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Yeah, the Eggo guy is going to be waiting for him in his office.
Eggo guy don't have a key to my office.
The 2 burly men with crowbars won't need a key.
Oh, Clemenza and Antesio, huh?
Oh, yeah. And speaking of which, I'm proud of you. I'm going to give him some praise. You see, what you do is you knock them down and then you build them back up again. See my technique? That's how you.
This explains why you're not a level 2. Moving on.
Oh. Wow. Wow. Look at him giggling like a freaking Fruit Loop. Look at him. Hey. Hey, Barney Miller, calm down.
Hey, this all goes into what he wants to rant about in a minute. So
you do
anyway.
understand this isn't the Oscars, and it's a real short walk for me to get over there.
Okay,
and I don't answer to the Academy.
So since this last episode, I've started reading The Godfather, and I'm halfway through it.
And what are your thoughts?
No. Stop.
Okay, I'm listening to the audiobook.
You are not reading shit. You intellectual midget. You are listening to it.
Yes, read by Camera Monkey.
Joe Montaigne.
Yeah, that guy. I'm halfway through the book already.
Yeah, that guy.
There's been a lot of interesting shit that's happened.
Don't do that.
See, I weep for the future. This is the youth now.
Needless to say, I enjoy it. It's a really, I looked at it. I haven't found the movie on streaming yet, but I know I can borrow the DVD from one of you two guys, but I wanted to finish the book
What the fuck you
first.
mean? You don't even own a DVD player. We've had that discussion.
Yeah, but you got an 81-inch television.
Yeah, I invited you over the last time you had a tummy ache.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. It's an amazing book. It's well written. And, I've gotten to the point where I'm at now is they've just had the meeting with the 5 families.
Mm-hmm.
And that's and they're trying to get Michael back from exile. That's where I'm at right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a good book.
Yes,
really
it
good.
is.
Yep. You're going to love the ending.
I bet.
Oh, the ending is masterful. But anyway, so between now and the time we recorded before, you guys heard me bitch. If you listened to the last episode, you heard me bitch about the Oscars. I had no freaking interest in it. I think the last one I saw was when Seth MacFarlane hosted. And that one was actually entertaining and funny because it was Seth MacFarlane. I like Seth MacFarlane. Funny thing, though, is the next day, the Academy didn't like Seth MacFarlane, and they probably won't ask him back again because some people were offended. But I'm sitting here thinking, you guys are the ones who invited Seth MacFarlane. Have you seen any of his
you
work?
ever heard any of Seth MacFarlane stuff?
You know, have you watched an episode of Family Guy? Or let's see, what else was there? American Dad. It's like, yeah, pay attention.
And then there was Orvis.
The Orville, yeah. Which isn't half bad. I saw the first season, not horrible. But anyway, let me get back to what I was getting at with this whole idea of the Oscars. So I had no plans on watching it and didn't until, I don't know what I was doing, but all of a sudden I look at my phone and it's blowing up saying that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars. I'm like, oh, this has to be a joke. So then I see it. Chris Rock makes a joke, which really, when I heard it, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't a horrible joke. I mean, the ones I've heard in the aftermath are way worse.
Definitely, the meme squad is definitely taking this to a new level.
They're on point on that one.
Oh, no, there's this guy by the name of Schultz. He was on a podcast, and I wish I remember the name of it. He did like a 3-minute tirade, basically roasting Will and Jada Smith. And I mean, the jokes were downright ugly. They were spit your scotch out ugly. Ooh. Oh, yeah. It was hilarious. I loved it. And all the comics were up in arms, of course, because of this whole notion of people being offended over a comedy sketch or being talked about. You know, we've just gotten so fucking soft.
I think they should have Andrew Dice Clay do it next year.
No. That's too tame. You know, he was kind of 80s rough, but I mean, some of the newer comics now, Bill Burr, that's who I want to see do it. Or another cat, Jim Norton. Oh, Jim Norton would be a blast.
Well, it was like you and I were talking the other day, and, you know, where it goes back to offense. The three of us, you only see part of it on the podcast. We joke around and beat each other up pretty good. At the end of the day, no one gets pissed off. We all have a good laugh, and we move on because it's funny. And I think that's missing. That's gone away.
Well, yeah, we've got into this culture where people, you know, should not have their feelings hurt or shouldn't be offended. If you're offended, then something's wrong with the person who's telling the joke. There's no context anymore. You know, I mean, I'm not saying, I mean, yeah, context. If you're in a comedy club, and Sue and I love going to comedy clubs, that's our thing. You know, comic makes a joke.
5'2" white woman and a 6'5" black man. There's a total setup right there.
The jokes kind of write themselves.
They pretty much do. You know, we get called the number 10, Mutton Jeff. And it's just, you know, hey, it is what it is. But it's just folks, though, man. It's just sad.
Well, you know, a wise man once told me, offense is an emotion, and it's our job to control those emotions and not let them control us. And it's been kind of the way I look at things going out, because I have the ability to control whether that pisses me off or not.
Yeah, and for the record, just so no one misunderstands my position, Will Smith is a fucking bitch and a bully, because he knew for a fact that he could slap Chris Rock and Chris Rock wouldn't hit him back on the, you know, just for the notion of where they were standing. Mm-hmm. You know, because let me tell you, if that was frickin', let me think of somebody, Joe Rogan. If Joe Rogan told that joke, Will Smith sure as hell wasn't going up there to do it.
Unless he wouldn't have slapped the other Rock.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He wouldn't have slapped the Rock, Dwayne Johnson. He went up to someone who was shorter than him, smaller than him, who there's a real good chance he wouldn't fight back.
You know, it's kind of like that Ron White bit. Yeah, you remember the comedian Ron White talking about getting thrown out of the bar in New York City?
Yep.
And during that bit, he goes, I learned it had a valuable piece of information. I don't know how many bouncers it was going to take to whip my ass, but I knew how many they were going to use. That's knowing your surroundings right there.
Exactly.
You know, you got to give Will props for knowing his surroundings. You know, he looked at what the possible, you know, fallout was going to be, and, you know, rolled the dice. You know, it is what it is. It's kind of a chump move, but, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was a chump move on so many levels because he originally laughed at the joke. And then, his wife gives him the side eye and sends him over to, do his bit, or he felt that he had to do his bit. And the look he gives over after he gives a slap and walks away like a douche, he looks at his wife like, oh, look what I did, Captain Boss.
Wow.
Yeah, you heard me. In the words of Tom Segura, fuck that cuck.
Wow.
Yes, I said it.
There's our E rating.
E's are flying, baby, flying.
I did give proper credit to the comedian who said it. That is not my own deal, but I wholeheartedly agree with it.
There we go. And to think I was making fun of you not watching the Oscars. Wow.
I didn't watch them. I just saw this shit, and I was like...
I didn't say you did. I wasn't trying to do that. I wasn't trying to drag you down that road.
No, I'm not going to come over and hit you. Calm down. It's okay. Guys, let me tell you right now.
I'll make fun of Greg's no hair, and you can come slap me. It's fine.
I talk a lot of shit on the podcast. And, I talk about throttling and murdering people, but most people will tell you, I'm just a soft, cuddly teddy bear. Problem?
Nope.
Roll with it, Henry. All right.
But anyway, that's all I'm going to say about it. Everybody has done that bit to death, and by the time this comes out,
It'll be 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm sure there are going to be some people rolling their eyes going, oh, fuck these guys.
Yeah, but they're going to do that anyway, so we might as well talk about whatever the hell we want.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, well, I guess better fuck these guys then. Fuck these guys. Again, context.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's important variation there.
All right, Waffle Boy. Continue on and talk to us about what we are smoking this evening.
So, tonight, we decided to do something a little bit different for you guys. We're doing a cold cigar review. I was sent some cigars from a launch party at the Vault in Meridian, Idaho. And these are a line that Josh brought in up there. And our number one fan was kind enough to send some to us, so I figured we'd smoke them and give our review. So the company is called Apostate Cigars. They were launched in 2020. There are a couple of ex-Mormon boys that decided to do a cigar line. It's not somebody that, they don't know what they're doing. These guys have worked in retail cigar shops in Salt Lake City. Scary, I know. For quite a while. So they really do know what they're doing. And our initial conversation thus far has been positive. The company founders, and I'm sorry, guys, if I butcher your name, Brandon Overston, and this is the one that I'm not going to get right, but it's Kendrick Wushenhim, I think. But
God bless you.
He can correct me later. This cigar was brought out in the 2021 TPE. And that is Tobacco Plus Expo. In fact, I think the Great Oz went to that one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He ain't paying attention. He's got his feet up, as you can see.
His headphones are in.
Yeah. But so they're ex-Mormon boys, and the Apostate line, if you look at your labels for the we who are smoking them, it's symbols out of the Mormon church to spell that out. It's they've got a few cigars made. They're coming out of... I had this all written down and didn't email it to myself, so, I kind of screwed up here, so I'm kind of running off the fly. But they're coming out of one of the factories. Really good stick. To quote, I'm quoting the article out of Stogie Press if you guys want to check that out. Just search Apostate Cigars Stogie Press and you'll see this article here. This is a quote from the two founders. A couple of Mormon boys who are straight off the path on purpose. In Mormonism, there's an active apostate, so they called us apostate. We decided to learn to lean in on it while embracing our history and roots and do something new. So they created 3 inaugural blends, Ecuadorian Connecticut Habano and a Mexican San Andreas Maduro. I'm right now smoking the Connecticut, Scott's got the Habano, and Larry's got the Maduro. So for a moment, let me switch over and talk to you about, we'll start with Larry's Maduro.
All right. I've got the Deseret Maduro, which is a 5 1/4 by 54 Robusto, Mexican San Andreas Maduro wrapper with a binder of Dominican Piloto and a filler of Dominican and Nicaraguan tobaccos. Initial light on this was amazing. Nice straight cut. A very good, clean, smooth draw for a Robusto. Sometimes the Robustos I have a little trouble with because I'm used to a little bit bigger ring gauge than this most of the time. The San Andreas Maduro is fantastic. Not as edgy and as harsh in your face as some of the other Maduro stuff you may have tried. This would be a good candidate if you're not really a Maduro smoker, but you want to try something that's a little more on the Maduro side of things. I think this would be a good cigar. Very earthy, plenty of smoke, draws very well. The reviews I was looking at were a lot of spice, or a lot of talk about some spice. I'm not getting a whole lot of that, but just that earthy, thick draw, and it's so far I'm probably a third of the way into this, and I'm really enjoying this very much.
One of the things that they were talking about is the cigar, and I'll make sure I get a hold of them and get permission to steal their photos because I didn't take any when we started here, but it looks like a honeybee. It's meant to invoke that because apparently Deseret is a scriptural term meaning honeybee.
I love that.
7 different tobaccos, 4 different countries. They describe it as a rich blend, highly suited for the perfect after-dinner indulgence with a favorite nightcap as a full-bodied with medium strength. And I think I haven't smoked that one. I've only smoked this one, so I yield to you.
I would definitely say medium strength for sure. It's not going to overpower you. Definitely full-bodied. Very complex flavorings in there that, again, for me, I have a hard time picking out those specific, it's chocolate, it's this, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I tend to lean more on how it draws and, what that back end flavor is after the draw as you're blowing back out. That's what I like, and that's what I enjoy. That's how I can tell I'm really enjoying the cigar, is if I get that, just full flavor, through the smoke that's coming through. And so far, this is excellent. Very well constructed. The wrapper and stuff, the label's just really cool on these. And I'm very impressed. This for right out of the bag, never knowing anything about any of this, never even hearing of it before. This is a really good cigar.
That's why I thought it would be interesting to do this as a cold draw off the cuff. Let's see what we got. So Scott can figure out how to pronounce this one. So
It's the initiatory.
The initiatory. It is what they describe as it's their initial cigar. The blend is fully immersive introduction to what premium tobacco can be, accessible to all palates and experience levels, as well as being ideal for any time of day. Cigar features a generous, ultra-premium Ecuadorian-grown Sumatra wrapper over rich Mexican San Andreas binder, which perfectly encapsulates the 4 different Dominican fillers, medium to full body.
Okay, and then in part of that, they talk about that this is their take on the Cuban cigar, if you will.
Yes.
Which is interesting because, as I smoke this, it's like, okay, it's not complex. It's basically what, most Cuban cigars are, one-trick ponies. There's one flavor only. I've said it a million times. It's not a bad thing. And just as you gave that description of you can smoke at any time, I get that feeling. It's not heavy. The initial draw, I love the fact that it's a lot of smoke. It's very well constructed with a lot of good smoke coming out of it. It's one flavor. I would almost say, not to take from Larry's description, but a little earthy, kind of like hay maybe. But it's still it's a smooth smoke, as most Cubans are.
Yeah.
And, this is one of those cases where you don't let the color of the wrapper fool you, because I expected something that was a little harsher, but no, not at all. This is a terrific smoke.
I think that plays into a lot of people's fears. I know when I see them, look into that humidor, the color of the wrapper is an automatic prejudgment on whether the cigar is going to be weak or strong, heavy or full, things like that. And I think that's a misconception that people need to stop paying attention to.
Well, we all do it, though, because I've done it. If I've had a big, heavy meal and walk to the humidor and want something different, it's like, do I really want a really heavy cigar? Or I do want a heavy cigar after this big meal. I want something that's just not going to taste like nothing. I want to like up it a notch. Or if I want to start slowly just coming down off my day and relaxing, a nice Connecticut is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys notice on this cigar how dense and just the weight of the cigar itself?
That one in particular?
Yeah, but for what you guys, based on other cigars you've had of this approximate size, for me, this feels like it's a heavier cigar, a little more, dense, and I think that's lending to a little, more complex flavoring on this too.
I think I agree with you, particularly at a Robusto being, in your case, 54 ring gauge. That's a little bit on the larger side to the traditional 50 or 52. Even Scott's, a Toro, standard size at 6x52.
Yeah.
Now mine, I took the lightest of the three because they have a better palate for Maduros and heavier cigars than I do. So I've got the Lahona, at least I think that's how it's pronounced. The Lahona is a compass of divine origin. So it is needle shaped. It's a torpedo. Needle of the compass always points you in the right direction so long as you're committed to the path. Deceptively rich in flavor, refined blend featuring a silky shade-grown wrapper from Ecuador, always one of my favorites. Mixes perfectly with a unique blend of tobaccos from Mexico, Paraguay, and the Dominican Republic. Medium body and strength. I don't necessarily know if I agree with that. It's a traditional Connecticut. It's on the lighter side. But the flavors, it does have the earthy and the grassy that you two, or the hay that you two get in yours. But this one's got a sweet aftertaste to it.
Now, is it like a citrus sweet or more of a floral sweet?
I think more of a floral.
Okay.
Like when, I don't know if you did this when you were a kid, you take a star jasmine and suck the flower.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
Okay.
That kind of, it's just a little of sweet in the back end.
Just as you're pulling the smoke through the end of the cigar?
Yeah, and it's really very pleasant.
I look forward to trying that.
Construction's beautiful. I am not a torpedo fan because typically the cap end folds in your mouth, but as you said, it's a bit heavier and a bit more dense, and it's not folding. It's keeping wide open.
Excuse me 1 second, gents. In your description of that, I don't want to go too far off topic here. Just notice something that you said about those flowers. Yeah, I did that when I was a kid and had no clue what the frickin' name was. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Okay, continue.
The only reason I know what they're called is because Mom's allergic to them.
Well, there we go.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's an up and coming line that I think not only we as the Beyond the Humidor and the Cartel crew, but the cigar industry should pay attention to. I think they're going to do good things. And in fact, guys, because I'm going to send this podcast to you to listen to, the three of us would like to extend a personal invitation to you to join us on StreamYard one day on one of the podcasts and talk with us more about your line.
Yeah, I'd be interested to definitely try that torpedo. That's the collapsing of the end of a torpedo is what I don't like about torpedoes.
Yeah, same here.
And then to counteract that, I have to catch myself to keep from cutting too far back on a torpedo and screwing it up that way. So, yeah, torpedoes are tough for me, and which is kind of the same problem I have with cutting Lanceros, because it's, you don't have a lot of surface area there, and, I screw it up about half the time, so.
Oh, yeah, it's like the first cut, it's like, there's not enough smoke's going to come through there. Snip, snip.
In
Oh,
reality-
I cut it in half. Now I got 2 cigars. That was a bitchin' idea.
And in reality, on most Lanceros, that first initial cut's plenty.
Yeah.
But I noticed that, it's good, rich, flavored smoke.
No, this is an awesome cigar. If you guys are enjoying yours as much as I'm enjoying this, this is a great line, and I look forward to trying everything they put out.
Right now,
this is definitely box or bundle worthy.
Yeah.
However they sell multiple.
I don't know.
cigars.
I know where we can get them right now, but it's 650 miles away.
Yeah,
Well,
but UPS ships everywhere, man.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's a great line, and it's something that I look forward to. It was one of those where it's like, there is a video on our Facebook that Tommy put up there talking to the owner to Brandon, I believe is who he was talking to. So, they knew who we are, because our de facto brand ambassador was doing his job.
There we go, and does well with the Scotch too, gentlemen.
Oh yes.
Just in case you were wondering. Now, I don't know how far off the path you are. I don't know if you guys are drinking Scotch, but yeah, we would be happy to offer you some.
Mm-hmm.
But no, very, very impressive.
Well, it's kind of it's kind of interesting. It's it's the U.S.'s, it's the state of Utah's only cigar manufacturer in this side of the state. Because you know how Utah feels about sinful things.
Huh. No, I don't actually, but thank you for bringing that up.
They put a sin tax on everything. Alcohol, cigarettes, cigars. That's on top of regular state taxes.
Let it go, man.
I'm not saying shit.
Let it go.
I'm not saying nothing.
Right.
I'm not. Nope. There is a such thing as going too far, and I'm going to stop right now, and we're going to continue our conversation.
All right. So no, we need to help folks out here a little bit.
Okay.
Let's go over all three names of the cigar again, and then we'll explain why we're doing that in a second. We have the Deseret, which is a Maduro.
Yep.
Scott.
The Amatori.
And
we have the
stand by.
Lihonia.
Lihonia?
The
Lihonia?
Liahona.
It's spelled Liahona.
Yeah.
Liahona?
Liahona.
Okay. The Liahona.
Okay. Now, Greg, would you like to explain to the listening audience why that is going to be important?
So that's going to be important because what we would like from you guys, we want to do a giveaway here. And at the end of the show, we're going to give you the email address to email Scott, Larry, and myself. That email should consist of, and I will go over this again at the end of the show, of course. It should consist of your name, a way to get a hold of you. We will eventually need your shipping address to send this to you. And I believe, had we been better prepared for this, because this is literally the first time we're doing this, it is going to be a Loomis Cigar Cartel hat for our first giveaway.
Absolutely.
And it's an embroidered hat that our merch guy over there has had made. They're really nice.
And then we're wanting to do this as a continuing thing, so that every episode we'll do kind of a call to action like this. Let us know you're out there. That you appreciate, the information you're getting, what you're listening to. And then, coming in the near future, the official Beyond the Humidor Cigar Gorilla fan club stickers are in the works. So, if you watch the last episode where we had Cigar Camera Gorilla.
Well, we haven't perfected the name yet, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be up for another promotion very, very soon. So it's going
to be hard to beat Camera Gorilla.
What's it? What are we going to go to? Camera Grape Ape?
No. I have his new promotional name.
Well, when we get there, we'll announce that.
Okay, well, I won't do it now. I'm excited. I have it. I know it. And it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, he looks thrilled.
He looks like we're all going to find a horse's head in our beds when we get up tomorrow morning.
You can't pan the camera to you, can you?
No, he can't.
He can't.
But we want to get feedback from you guys. We'd also love to know what you guys would like us to talk about. And what would you like to hear from us? More stories from Monkey Larry, or Scott threatening to hit me with a glass, whatever. What's your interest? That's what we'd like to know.
If you got something you want us to track down and review,
let us know.
Let us know what you're smoking locally in your brick and mortar. That maybe you think might not be available to us out here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll work out a way to get with you or get with somebody and get some of those sticks. And we want to try stuff we've never tried before. I mean, that's what this is all about. So,
yeah, we have all sorts of plans for promotions. I'm thinking in the summertime, you and I get a couple of paintball guns, and we're going to hunt Greg for sport.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was new. Hey, thanks for rolling that out with the cold without any prep, would you?
That's all right. You two can have paintball guns.
Uh-oh. Apparently Antlers is shooting back.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we see how he hunts, so I'm not real worried.
People standing to the far left or far right might be concerned, but, us right down the center of the pipe should be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we want to get you guys that are listening to us, watching us on YouTube, whatever you're doing, more involved. Tell us what you want. Summer's coming, so it's barbecue weather. We're kicking around the idea of doing a show from the patio.
Yep.
Yes.
At Casa de Ugly Parrot, which is my place, and dragging the Blackstones out and watching us smoke cigars, berate each other, and cook.
There you go.
What could be more fun than that?
Yeah.
What we already know is getting warmer. It's kind of like our version of Groundhog Day. If you look at Greg's legs and his camo shorts.
Yeah, nothing says 6 more weeks of winter like them white legs.
What can I say? Pasty white. Nothing I can do.
I know what I can say. Put some fucking pants on.
Dude, it's supposed to be over 90 degrees the remainder of this week.
Again,
That is too early for April.
Again, put some fucking pants on.
You heard it here first, folks.
Do you want me to take these off now?
Ooh.
I don't want tickets to that party.
That's gotcha's coming up. No, thank you. No, thank you, Batman.
But anyway, so we touched upon something in talking about the Apostate line, and you mentioned it, and you could smoke that cigar pretty much any time. And
Yes.
I don't think we've talked about this on a previous program, but we've done 61 now, so I could have missed it. Do you two have a particular method, and then I'll explain mine, as to the way you lay out what you're going to smoke throughout the day? Because I know we all smoke more than one cigar a day typically.
I'm not that meticulous, my friend. It's usually, I've got a little time to myself on my lunch break, go to the humidor or go to one of the ones in my office, open it, kind of look around and go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and grab a cigar, put on my cigar jacket, and sit out on the balcony and smoke.
So you don't subscribe to the light in the morning to heavier at night?
No.
Not really,
And
no.
and you're assuming that I am well organized in this facet of my life.
Dude, I've seen your office. I know better.
Well, and my humidor looks like a 10-year-old's closet. There's stuff thrown in there, and
Full of used socks.
notice for those of you that have YouTube capability, notice how I'm just letting that slide. It's all right. Man with a dog stroller. Jackass.
No, I don't have a dog stroller.
Bullshit. No, we got photographic evidence. Bullshit.
No, my wife has a dog stroller.
That they're de facto you have a dog stroller.
No, it's
goddammit.
not. No.
And based on the height of your wife, it may be only half a dog stroller if we're getting down to the nitty gritty, but it's a dog stroller, goddammit.
Yep,
So-
it's in the house, but hey, there's dresses in the house. You don't see me parading around in those.
Well, we don't know
As
what you
far
do
as
in
we
private.
know, yeah, hey, we're friends, but take it easy there, man. Back to your question, though, Greg. No, I run the gamut.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I sent you guys a picture today of a label, and it's something I just grabbed out of my bag from Rocky Mountain last year. And let me see if I can pull the picture up and look at the label
While he's doing that,
on the 2,500 memes I have on my phone. It is a Perdomo. Esteli, Nicaragua.
that's
It is
Esteli.
Esteli. That was close.
Oh, this
Lot
is the
number.
grammar police.
It's a lot 23.
Okay, I can tell you I'm 90% sure Scott doesn't have that.
Okay.
because I think I smoked it.
Oh, okay.
It was fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
60 ring gauge.
Mm-hmm.
I would say medium to full. I haven't looked up anything on the cigar, nothing. I didn't have time today, but it was fantastic from the first light until I was afraid to light my mustache on fire and put it out.
Mm-hmm.
So that was medium, middle of the road type of cigar. Yesterday, I think I started off at 5:30 in the morning with a double Maduro. Day before, it was a Connecticut, the Edge Connecticut by Rocky Patel.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I'm all over the map.
Mm-hmm.
I drink coffee all day, every day, so that factors in a little bit to what I'm smoking, or if I've got something super light, then maybe I'm a little easier on the coffee in the morning. But it's not really. I'm kind of all over the map.
No, I agree with you. I stopped this morning. I had since I'm on vacation, I had a coffee and video herf.
Oh, the virtual jackass.
Did you? Yeah. Did you catch that the other night? No, he didn't. Oh well.
Oh no, I caught it.
Good. So anyway,
One day, and that day may never come.
Oh, here we go.
okay, Don Robinson.
All right, continue with your
So anyway,
video heifer story.
Thank you.
you remember and I think they're still in here. So there's the LFD chisel.
Yes.
There's the LFD chisel Airbender.
Yes.
There's the LFD chisel Cameroon.
I have not tried the Cameroon.
It's a great stick. I am not a fan of the other two LFDs because they're a bit too heavy for me. I've smoked them, and they're very good, just not for me.
Chisel's rough, man.
Yeah.
And I smoke heavier cigars, and the chisel, it's got to be a full meal. It's got to be 2 cocktails, and I got to have the seatbelt on. And we had a guy that was in here, a regular. He actually even worked here for a while. I doubt he listens to us because he's an angry bastard. But Eric Hansen was a 3 chisel a day.
Oh yeah.
Didn't matter. He'd smoke that thing morning, noon, and night, rain or shine. He didn't care. And talking about it makes my stomach hurt.
Yeah, I remember the first time I had this. Ron's like, "You need to smoke this because you need to be able to explain it." I'm like,
There is no explaining.
That
It's
was
unholy.
a 4-hour sitting in. I can't move.
Yep. And they're a fabulous stick.
Yes, they are.
Please don't get the idea, LFD, that we're bad mouthing your cigar, because that's absolutely not the case. It's a great cigar.
Yep.
It's strong as hell.
You
Yes,
just got
it
to
is.
man up before you light it.
Yes, you do.
You got to understand that this is a full e-ticket ride on this cigar. You are not edging into this.
No doubt.
This is all in.
Well, and
It's like as soon as you light it, it's like you light the cigar. It's like if the cigar could talk, it'd say, "This is man's business, boy."
Yeah.
yeah. Well, and so they have also a chisel in Cameroon.
All right.
What I like about that one, which is typically when I smoke a chisel, that's the one I smoke, is it's the full flavor of the LFD, but because it doesn't have the double ajero in it, it's not the full power. So it's a really flavorful smoke without all that power behind it.
Okay. I'm going to have to try that.
Yeah, I went venturing yesterday with Danny from Danny D's Cigars. We went down to Tobacco Road in Sacramento, and he had which we had for a while here, the LFD Cameroon in Lancero. So I smoked that this morning with coffee, and it's everything a Lancero should be. Great flavor, excellent smoke, got almost 2 hours out of it, and it was just a great smoke in my morning. And that, to me, is typically not a morning cigar in my opinion, but it's what do you feel like today is the way I kind of look at it.
Yeah, and
Gotcha.
you had a bit different morning than your typical morning too. Now, do you smoke in the morning on the way to work?
No,
Okay. And
because
is that because you don't smoke in your car, or because you don't?
oh hell, you two know better than that.
Okay, but you just don't want to smell like smoke.
I don't want to walk in smelling like smoke because if I smoke in my car, you're going to smell it on me.
Yeah.
I do smoke. My buddy Paul Ruggiero, who we've had on the show before.
Yeah.
He and I bought some cigarillos.
Okay.
We've got 200 of them. And on our breaks, our 2 10-minute breaks we get, he and I will step outside around the side of the store away from the entrances and have a cigar, one of those little short ones on our 10-minute breaks. Typically, though, I can do that because being outside, you don't smell it on me when I come back in.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the biggest thing is I don't want to come in. I don't want my work clothes smelling like cigar.
No, I get it. I was just asking.
Now,
having a regular job.
once I clock out, on my way home, I have a small humidor in my office, a 10 counter. I will light up on the way home because I get home, change clothes, and wash them, and we're good to go again.
There you go.
Good deal.
I know you smoke. Only time you're not smoking typically is when you're asleep.
Well, I don't smoke in the shop during the day. Cigar, I'm done with a cigar by 10 o'clock because that's when the door's unlocked. I'm typically in the shop nowadays between 5 and 5:30, so I got plenty of time to smoke. It's typically just one cigar in the morning, depending on what I'm smoking. If we're doing something smaller, lunch break size, then I might get 2 in the morning. But I have ADD super bad, for those of you that couldn't tell. So I will start on something. I will set the cigar in the ashtray, and it's liable to be 20 minutes. I'm like, hey, where the hell did my cigar go? So, I got to start it up again. And from 6 to 10 in the morning, I'm usually 5 cups of coffee in. So, that keeps me fairly busy as well. But, I smoke every day, 7 days a week.
Yeah, me too, for the most part.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
So,
yeah.
And it's just, it's relaxing to me. I have people that, hear this or have known me for a while and know that I'm big into cigars. And it's just, you really smoke every day? I have people that smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day ask me how I can smoke a cigar every day, and that seems funny to me.
Just a little.
It's like, really? Your Camel filters are going down, $11 a pack. I'm smoking a cigar. It's not,
Yeah, they're kind of looking at you like you're mainlining heroin.
Yeah, you got your 2 packs of Camel filters in today. I'm on a cigar. We're not the same.
No.
Right?
But it is what it is. I mean, everybody's got a vice, and I enjoy it. I can afford it, so what the hell.
And there you go.
So
now, something that happened this week: the Rocky Mountain Cigar Festival tickets went on sale.
Do better.
yeah,
Way better.
Rocky Mountain, we love your event. The tickets this year, not fabulous.
No.
Super hard time getting onto the website Monday morning. I had to go. I had 3 different locations in the shop that I was trying to get on because it was just cycling and not going. And then it dropped me off the site, and I wasn't sure that I was finished with Eventbrite.
Yeah.
So I didn't know for a minute whether I had a ticket or not until I got a confirmation email 3 or 4 minutes later from Eventbrite. And I understand that, there's not a lot of care there because they sold all the tickets. But
all the VIP tickets,
all
that
the,
is.
all the VIP
No,
tickets.
they sold all the everything that was available to be bought during the
early bird
early bird period was sold out. They sold out today.
Wow.
So I think there are some more that are released non of early bird pricing. I don't know, but everything that was available is there. So funny, and maybe they'll take note of this and give us a bulk buy next year. But there's like 50 of us that want to go from just this lounge, including ourselves. Only about 15 of us got tickets, VIP worth.
Yeah.
As far as it goes for this podcast, these 2 got VIP. I didn't.
So basically, Larry and I are going to be like those two people in first class, drinking our drinks at pre-boarding, and then as the rabble goes towards the back of the plane, we're going to be like, he's a poor, don't look at him.
Wow. Scott said that, ladies and gentlemen. That was not me. Yeah, it's I'm just saying this to say it because I don't know what you could do to make it easier or better, but it just felt like it was a little
haphazard,
a little rough this year trying to get the tickets.
Definitely compared to the last couple of years because we've had to buy them 3 times.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if it's just a matter of popularity, that there's more people charging the site, because it seems to me that this has been Denver's, or Broomfield, I should say, best kept secret.
Apparently, it does feel that way.
And it started getting a lot of recognition a couple of years ago, and then post-COVID.
In fact, Rocky Mountain, I did some looking. Whichever business, smoker friendly, Rocky Mountain, whatever. Not bitter at all.
Yeah, no.
So
just get your coach
Continue
ticket.
on your soapbox there, Monfior.
I did some other looking at different cigar events around the country we may want to start checking out as well. Smokelahoma being one you want to look at.
Smokelahoma.
There's also the boutique.
Hey, relax, man. Those are my peoples.
You and I are going to be left out in the cold over there, Mr. Robbins.
Oh, no, man. We'll bring y'all into the fold. I can speak the language and everything.
Well, shit, you can just knock out a couple of teeth and you'll be just fine. I'm a little more obvious.
You're going to have to dress up like Johnny Reb. But there's Smokelahoma. There's the Boutique Cigar Association puts on a cigar festival in Indiana or Illinois or something out over that way. CI has a huge event that they do. I saw a cigar festival in Texas. So there are other events that we should, start planning our rotation around to see what these are all about.
And Rocky, Nish, we want to come see you guys. I know these mutts want to go to Naples. Florida, whatever. I want to go to Indy.
I'll go to Indy with you.
Dude, I'll go to Indianapolis.
I saw the pictures online of Burn in Indianapolis.
Yeah, I'm in.
Holy mackerel, that place looks amazing. If we got any listeners in the Indy area, man, reach out to us. If you've been there, I want a firsthand report on how cool that place is, because
Right on.
the pictures are phenomenal. If you guys haven't jumped on the website for Burn by Rocky and looked at the pictures from that place, it is amazing. So, Nish, we want to do a show from Burn and Indy.
And Nish, we want you and Rocky. Talking to you.
So,
I'll send it to you too.
take it easy, man. Take it easy.
That bitterness has really gotten a hold of you over these tickets, hasn't it?
But yeah,
I don't want to talk about it.
Next year, Smokelahoma, you guys. I think it's the last weekend in April. Every year. So sounds like it's a pretty good time. Now Rocky has a Burn in Oklahoma
City.
Yeah. So
Oh, well, hell. That's all you had to say.
maybe we can do that too. Mm-hmm. And there's some good food downtown, Bricktown. There's
Okay.
I got people.
You got people, huh?
Yeah.
There's one concern I have about that flat-ass state.
Here it comes.
When's tornado season start?
Dude, there's not a season, man. That's not how that works.
It's a lifestyle.
It's not a season.
Damn, Enos, the trailer got destroyed again.
Wow, Greg.
Well, FEMA built him another one, so who cares?
Way to alienate our brothers and sisters of the Leaf in Oklahoma, why don't you? Nice job there, Skippy.
What? They fear earthquakes, we fear tornadoes. It works.
Yeah, but you get a little more warning with a tornado. Just saying.
About 3 minutes before it wipes out the town, a siren starts.
Hey, your fat ass don't get somewhere in 3 minutes. That's your problem.
That's true.
Everybody's got a hidey hole, is what they're called back there.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, I'm sure my nephew will reach out to me if I did that wrong. But, This is the same guy that texted me that I sent the text to when my son Pat made me start watching Lion King.
Tiger King.
Lion King. Lion King. Well, I screwed the pooch on that one, didn't I? Disney's suing us now. No, they're not. They got enough trouble.
That mouse will slit your fucking throat.
Yeah, that mouse got pinched. I sent a text out to my nephew and my nieces back there and said that hey, just to give you guys a heads up, cousin Pat's got me watching watching Tiger King. I'm halfway through episode 1 and I'm already telling people y'all live in Missouri. My nephew texts back and he says it's a different part of Oklahoma.
Doesn't matter.
I'm like, dude, read what you just sent me. That only matters to people in Oklahoma. Everybody else is looking at this going, damn. They're rearranging their travel plans to not drive through that state.
I remember when Scott first came and goes, Greg, you got to check out this program. I'm like, okay. So he starts telling me all about Tiger King, and I am doubled over laughing. Then I get to work. My boss is telling me I got to watch Tiger King. They binge watched the whole series in one night.
We did, yeah. Sue, Tabby, and I mean, I thought we were just going to watch an episode or two. Next thing you know, it's like fucking 12 o'clock midnight, and we've got like 1 or 2 more episodes to go, and we're just like,
You're
fuck
trying
it.
to pull out an eye tooth with a pair of pliers? Yeah.
Hey, I can sleep when I'm dead. Turn on.
Show me more. Oh, God.
Oh, those servers over at Netflix were lighting up like Christmas trees.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yeah. Hence the reason we're probably getting popular.
Yeah.
So,
well, we are on every podcast platform known to man.
Well, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are.
What are you guys thinking of these cigars now you're a little farther into them?
Getting a tiny bit more strength near the end of this. It's still a good cigar.
Yeah, and you ain't even halfway through it yet.
Yeah, I'm on the second half.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I'm a little bit stronger, a little more. Now I'm starting to get a little bit of the pepper. I can see that. I did not get that on the front end, but starting to get a little more pepper, a little bit darker, heavier flavor.
Is it like the taste of pepper, like the back of your throat?
No, it's right up front, right up.
Okay, mine is like in the back a little bit. I'm getting a little bit. I can't say it's spice, just a little more kick maybe.
Mm-hmm. Mine's definitely for a Connecticut, which is surprising to me. It has not so much a black. Mine's more of a white pepper. It's subtle. Mm-hmm. It is on the front of my palate. This one has not been as complex as I think both of yours would be, but as terms of pure flavor and just an enjoyment, this is one that, Tommy, send us more. This is one of those where I want to sit down with this one and those other two, not on the podcast, just sit in my backyard with my beverage and focus on what I'm smoking so I have more time to really contemplate, because the earthy hay notes are gone. And I'm getting more of a rich, almost leather and pepper on the back end.
Okay.
And I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah. No, it's
yeah, I'm seeing that. Yeah, tasting it, I should say.
Great cigar. It's still burning really well.
Oh yeah.
It's held together, and that's some of the time, especially the stuff I'm doing in the morning, where I'm doing stuff with my hands, so I'm carrying a cigar in my mouth. The end will start to come apart. The cap's getting too wet.
Yeah.
This thing is, once again, beautifully constructed, and it's burning great.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with this. Thank you, Tommy, for sending those out to us.
Yes, big thank you.
Hopefully they'll hear this and enjoy our
Well, I'm going to
review.
send it to him.
Enjoy our review, and we'd love to talk to you guys more about your line, because this is one of the better cigars I've had recently.
Yeah, so Brandon and Kendrick, thank you. I know you guys didn't know this was happening, so surprise! But I like this, I'm dying to try the one you've got. I really want to try the.
Yeah, I think, Greg. I think that this is one of those Maduros that's going to fit in your wheelhouse and your palate, because it doesn't slap you in the face. It's pretty mild. Excuse me. I couldn't help it.
Bless you.
It's pretty smooth as far as most Maduros that I tend to smoke go. So yeah, I think even if you're not a go-to Maduro kind of cigar smoker, you would enjoy this.
Mm-hmm. Tommy, send more.
Greg, you do realize you could just give them a call or send them an email. You don't have to whisper.
It's more fun this way.
He's probably text messaged you 3 times. Just reply to him and tell him send more.
Not yet.
No. Tommy, you're a little off your game, buddy.
Oh, to answer your statement, Greg, no, it's not. It's more fun. No, it's not.
Okay.
Stop that shit.
Oh, all right, guys. What are you thinking? We want to wind this up. We need to go through the.
Go through the call of action, or call to action.
So here's the deal, folks. We want to know. We want you guys to email us, and the email address is info at LoomisCigarCartel.com. Oh, by the way, Tommy, you're ineligible. Sorry.
We had a really pretty statement. We didn't write out the statement with a disclaimer at the end. We need to do that for all the contests. Camera Gorilla.
Get on it.
Yes.
Yeah. So
the proper term is still shaking that bush, boss.
and we'll get him to record it so I can just push a button, and we'll speed it up, so it's faster like usual. So anyway, email us at info@LoomisCigarCartel.com. Let us know the 3 cigars that we're smoking. Let us know your name. I don't need your address yet. What we're going to do is we're going to take everybody's name, put it in a hat, draw a name out, and that's going to be our first place winner. And so we're also going to send everybody that sends in an email a Loomis Cigar Cartel and a Beyond the Humidor sticker too. So all of you, actually, here's the call to action. Send me your address too, so I can mail everything out to everybody. But we need to get that out there. And you have this podcast goes. I need to look at a calendar. You can see we're real prepared for this.
Play it cool, Greg. You don't have to describe our failures.
Why not?
On the show.
How long you all known each other? That's what we do, okay? So this episode goes live on Easter Sunday. Happy Easter. And all entries must be received by midnight on the 23rd to be valid. And we'll send you out some stuff, and we'll pick a winner for a Loomis Cigar Cartel hat.
Fantastic.
All right.
Because Tommy's already got one, so you're out. And you got the stickers. Anyway.
Nice. Well, looks like the smoke's getting close to the nub, and my scotch glass is empty, so I think it's about that time. I want to thank our audience, as always, and on behalf of our newly promoted Camera Gorilla, Larry, Craig, and myself, thank you for listening. Check us out at LoomisCigarCartel.com. Like and share us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Don't be a stranger. Drop us a line and let us know you're out there. I'm Scott Robinson, and from all of us here at Beyond the Humidor, we look forward to chatting with you on the next episode. But until then, stay safe and healthy, and good smoke, good drink, and good life.